You don't have to do this, but if you wish to save yourself a bit of a headache, it's a good idea to do it. You can just go ahead and build a computer, put all the parts in, turn it on, and it could work fine. And I'm not saying it won't, but if you're thinking about doing something like water cooling, this might be a good option or a good time to test the main component to see if they actually work properly and if they're configured for each other as well. Say for instance, your motherboard doesn't recognise, say, the processor because it needs a BIOS update. You can find all this out before you install it into your PC. Now, what parts you might need, it does vary slightly. So you need a motherboard, you need a processor, you need RAM. Now, you don't always need a graphics card. If your processor has built-in graphics, you don't need a graphics card. But for this one, we are going to be installing a graphics card as well. You need a power supply. And you need a heatsink. And yes, I know it's an AMD heatsink and we're installing Intel, but it's only going to be sitting on top. I'm not fixing it in place. I'm just going to sit it on top, connect up the fan and test it like that. So it's just purely for testing. And one other thing, you need a monitor. Yeah, because you want to see if you get a BIOS display come up. Once you get into the BIOS, you know everything is good. Well, on them parts anyway. So with that, let's get on with it and see if she actually works. Right, so first things first, place your motherboard on top of the actual box that it came in, like so. Yes, because that will protect it from getting shortened out, apparently. Get your processor. I need to get mine out of the box first. Intel Core unlocked i9 14th Gen. Now, I've done a BIOS update, so I'm hoping it will work. I've done that on one of my other videos. Check it out. Make sure you're subscribing. You should be able to find it. I will put it in a playlist so you can find it. Let's have a look at this little baby, shall we? Oh, this one. Look at that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Intel. It says Intel. Don't know if that's picking up on the camera or not. Nothing on that side, but that says Intel. You just turn it. Look at that beauty. Yes. Intel Core i9. Yeah, it's got a K on it, which is good. Some information. Won't be reading that yet. Maybe never. Hopefully she just works. Hopefully I don't have to send it back or anything like that. Got quite a bit of weight to it actually. Pop this back over. Now, to do this, you need to push down on that. Lift that up. And that should just open up one way or another. There you go. I'm sorry if my head gets in the way. I do apologise in advance. Hold it by the side. Try not to touch anything on there. There should be a little arrow somewhere. Where are you? There. Dots, dots, dot, dot, arrow. And that should line up with that bottom corner there. Hopefully. Should do. And then you just plonk that on gently. No need to drop it too much. I like to give mine a little wiggle to make sure it's in place, which it is. But you don't have to. And then put this back down. Now when you put that down and you put that down, that should just pop off, which it has. Now your heatsink, I will stick some thermal paste on there for the heatsink, just for this. And I'll put it around that way. And then I will connect that to that. I'm not going to do it just yet. That will go something like that. Next, I'm going to install the RAM. Let's get out the box, shall we? So this is Corsair Vengeance RGB DDR5. Now, something to bear in mind, the motherboard is not backward compatible for any other RAM. It will only take DDR5 or maybe above that. I'm not sure. I know it's not backward compatible. Apparently, the actual slot is in a different place. So I have two chips of 16 gigabytes, I believe, totaling of 32 gigabytes. Bring the box back. turn it around. If you're using 2 sticks, on this motherboard it needs to go into 2 and 4. Yeah, so that one there and that one there. And it will only go in one way round. And that does not line up, so it needs to go that way. That's better. Get that side in first, like so. Make sure she's nicely lined up. Push it down. Now, something else to bear in mind, you only need 1 stick, but I'm putting in 2, okay? Make sure they click in. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that one ain't in. Is now. And now. So they're all locked in place. So that's the processor and the RAM. They're good to go. Next, the graphics card. So this is ZOTAC Gaming Twin Edge GeForce RTX 4070 Super. It's a new one out, hasn't been out long, so it's 12 gigabytes, Ice Storm, Spectra, Freeze Tech, Firestorm. Let's get her out, shall we? It's quite small actually. So it comes with 2 fans, GeForce RTX, ZOTAC, or ZOTAC, Live to Game. Look at that baby, where'd you get in the package? Oh, nice bit of cabling. Oh, so it comes with its own connections, does it? And that will go in there. So that needs to go in there, like so. No, that way round. Is that in? That's in. So that goes like that. And this will need to go in there. And we need to bring the box or the motherboard over to the edge. Otherwise it won't go in. Oh, make sure you remove this cover as well. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it? Right, that's connected. Voila. Next, I need to put the heatsink on, which I'll do right now. I'm going to get some thermal paste, like I said earlier. Now then, you don't really have to use thermal paste for this, but just to be on the safe side, I've used some. Plonk that on. Yeah. And then plug this into that one. Yep, looks good. Now let's plug in the power, shall we? It wasn't making good contact on the heatsink, so I swapped them over, right, just for this. So power on, power's on, fingers crossed, we should get a display of some sort, hopefully. There we go. Fans running. Come on, baby, do your magic. Graphics card's working, RAM's displaying, lights on the motherboard, hopefully that's good. I don't know what the lights mean, by the way, but they've all gone out. Now we've got a red. Now I have done a BIOS update, but not 100% sure if it installed correctly. We will see in a second. Don't forget, if it's your first time of starting her up, it will take a bit of time for it to come up with some sort of display. Fingers crossed she works. Oh, we have a white light. Oh, we have a green light. And oh, what's that? BIOS is updating LED firmware. Do not shut down. We're there, baby.
More moments later.
Well, she sounds though she's working. It's doing the BIOS. BIOS is updating. Well, it looks like it's working. BIOS is updating. Do not shut down or reset the system to prevent system failure. Oh, do restart. It's doing a restart. That's normal. I'm sweating. It's always nerve-wracking, this bit.
More moments later.
We're in. We're there. Sorted. She's fixed. Woohoo! Get in there. So that is what you need to do. Alright, so with that, look out for the next video, because in the next video I am going to be doing a full build. This is all going into a brand new system, got new heat sinks and everything. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing, click on the bell to get notified, and if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching. We're there, baby, we're there.